out! They may be hovering over you, or you, or you!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thursday's Movie Madness. Last week, we were trying to do Bela Lugosi and the Black Cat. I won my appeal. It is public domain, but I have to figure out what exactly the issue was, so we will be doing that one in the future. Tonight, we are doing The Last Man on Earth with the late, great Vincent Price. This one is fantastic. It was listed as a drama horror sci-fi back in 1964. And when a disease turns all humanity into living dead, the last man on Earth becomes a reluctant vampire hunter. So I think this is a really good film to take a look at. I know that since then, there's been a lot of the last Doctor vibes on Earth. Yes. Since this film came out, there's a lot of movies like this, but it doesn't hold a candle to it. So there were a couple taglines for this movie, and these are always fun to read from back in the day. The first one was, "How much horror can you face where lifeless hands reach out for the warmth of human flesh? Where terror walks on tiptoe begging for the blood of the last man on Earth." That's quite a mouthful. The second one is, "What can she want? Who can satisfy her? Soothe the half-mad sob, that lustful giggle, that tortured scream of pain. The dead know, and so does he, for he is the last man on Earth." That one I think is very weird to put. The third one is, "By night they leave their graves, crawling, shambling, through the empty streets, whimpering, pleading, begging for his blood." See, I kind of like that one. That one's cool. I think the other two were just way too bonkers. The next one is, "Do you dare to imagine what it would be like to be the last man on Earth or the last woman?" I don't like that one either. And the last one was, "Alive among the lifeless, alone among the crawling creatures of evil that make the night hideous with their inhuman craving." Again, I think the third one was the best tagline. The rest are just overdoing it. "Terror walks on tiptoe." Yes, it's very artful. Hello, secret message chat. How are you doing? Yes, I'm excited. Tomorrow night, we are, with the spooky panel, we are uh, finishing season 3 of The Strain, and on Saturday, we are starting season 4 with a music after show. But on Saturday, I have to start a little bit later. I have to start around 9:45 because Chris was called into work tomorrow night. So we'll be just starting a little bit later, but I'll stay on a little later. So it'll even out. But yeah, it's going to be exciting to see your guys' reactions to the end of season 3 because episode 10 is going to be wild. All right. So a little bit of trivia for this movie without spoilers in case you haven't seen it. I didn't have time to get Madame Macabre or Macabre, oh sorry, ready for tonight. So this film actually was established by many reviewers, including director George A. Romero himself, as a graphic blueprint for Night of the Living Dead in 1968. You could kind of see similarities to that. Let's see. Is there anything else more interesting? To more accurately show how grueling it was for his character to survive, Vincent Price insisted on lifting real people into the back of his car instead of dummies. This is why it seems he's taking extra care with the bodies. For the scene at the pit, however, he's handling dummies for obvious reasons. Vincent Price admitted in later years to having a fondness for this movie and rated it as superior to The Omega Man 1971. Despite being regarded as the most faithful version to the novel, there are some noticeable differences. For example, it depicts the vampires as slow moving and uncoordinated. In the novel, the vampires were fast and agile. Of course, Vincent Price is the only cast member to speak. I mean, it'd be kind of weird to have a movie called The Last Man on Earth and then have it full of conversation. Despite being a disappointment originally at the box office, the movie attained a cult following much later on, which is most likely why it's now public domain. So I do have to be careful with music, so I do have it turned down just a smidgen. There is a link below in the description if you want to watch it and adjust your own volume, or you just want to hang out over here. Here we go. I'm going to read this out loud because it is, and I already had the lights for it. Since a clerical error caused the film's copyright to expire, it is now in the public domain and has been released on numerous low-budget home video editions. The source novel, however, is still under copyright. There we go. This film was originally going to be produced by Hammer Films of Great Britain. It decided not to make the film and passed the script over to its U.S. associate Robert L. Lippert, which produced the film in Italy. Hammer had tried to set this up in the late 50s as Night Creatures. That would have been interesting. This film takes place in 1968. And yeah, that's pretty much all the trivia about this movie. Vincent Price is one of my favorite horror actors. I can't wait to delve deep into Vincent Price with the spooky panel. Tomorrow night, Horror Miser should be joining us. He did tell me he has a cold. Hi, Bob. How's it going? 1968 is the future. Yes, we haven't gotten there yet. So this movie's predicting the future. Yeah, I'm looking forward to showing Mage more of the Vincent Price movies when Horror Miser officially joins the panel. I can't wait too because he has different insights, and I can't wait for Gills and Rez to return. But I figured we would do a couple over here too, so we'll get started with the film. Yeah, I know, message chat. I'm sad about the black cat too because you guys seem to be really into it, but I'm working on it to see how we could do it correctly. Okay, so of course I skipped the MGM logo in the beginning. And what a better actor to really have in dropping a like and saying hi, streaming in 20. Okay, Bob, thank you so much. Link me to yours too. I'll make sure that I have it. I'll watch it on mute and give it a like so that way it's mutual. Yes, secret message chat. It is kind of like Twilight Zone. Yeah, it is. It is. But I just don't want to, everyone's like, oh, it's not public domain. Yes, it is. The music score plays a big part in this movie too, right, guys? Because, like, there's barely any scripts to this one, really. It's just Vincent talking to himself, pretty much. The end has come. I really like the camera shot they did. Of course, Bob. Absolutely. Secret message chat said Vincent is one of those actors that looked old forever. Well, I mean, he was more famous when he was older, but I've seen a couple pictures when he was younger, and it matches. It makes sense.
Another day to live through. Better get started.
We need to have more movie openings like this. I hope this makes a comeback. He looked the same forever. He really did, yes. His daughter's actually very nice.
December 1965. Is that all it has been since I inherited the world? Only 3 years. Seems like 100 million.
Dun dun dun. Secret message chat. They're doing a poll, and half said that they could handle being the last person on Earth, and the other half said, "No way, Jose." I think BM for Life told me that we could do YOLO and the other album in one night, so we'll do that after Nemo Villa this week. Yes, it's time to decorate my house in garlic. He said he would love to be the last man on Earth. Hi, MMP. How's it going, my friend? You people. Secret message chat said, maybe the people in this strain could learn from Vincent in this movie. Probably, yes. He looks like he's so over it, but he always did. He had that kind of face where he's just like over everything. I was telling 80, I have his Vincent Price cookbook on the way, and there's some really weird recipes in there, and Chris is like, you have to make them for your channel and try them, and I'm really scared to try half the dishes because some of those flavors I'm like, oh, you people were so wacky back then.
The Ion World. An empty, dead, silent world.
Not the neighbor.
More of them for the pit. Every day there are more of them. They live off the weak ones and leave them for the pit.
Secret message chest that only Vincent Price could be the last man on Earth and still walk around like he's tired of everybody's shit. That is true. It would be weird to think about, that's for sure.
KOKW calling. Come in.
They're gonna reach him for his car's warranty.
KOKW calling. I'm on international frequency. Come in.
Yes. Absolutely. I mean, I guess it would give him a sense of normalcy, right? Secret message chat says, I'm kind of curious how Hammer Films would have done this now that we've watched them all. It would be curious, yes. It would be very colorful, that's for sure.
They can't bear to see their image. It repels them. I need more mirrors. And this garlic's lost its pungency.
Bob's joining in. When I want people to get off my lawn, I'm just usually wearing like some weird mask and just creeping on people.
There was a time when eating was pleasurable.
I sometimes have to scare some of the neighbor kids off my lawn.
I'll settle for coffee and
It
orange
never
juice.
gets old.
The
I swear when I
fragrance
get to
of
be
life
elderly,
is
I'll probably gonna be some sort of urban legend or something. Sir, you should be planting garlic like all the time, bro.
Stop off and get 'em.
Like, there's no reason to be without garlic, man. He's like, okay, I'm gonna play Barbies now. Okay, we're gonna go to the supermarket to get garlic. He's like, never mind.
I can't
I'm
afford
cranky
the
now.
luxury of anger. Anger can make me vulnerable. It can destroy my reason, and reason's the only advantage I have over them. I've got to find where they hide during the day. Uncover every one of them. Now, where did I finish off yesterday?
Me too, Davy, me too.
Madison Street to 31st Avenue.
Do you eat a lot of garlic? I eat a lot of garlic. I don't live alone.
Years.
I eat a lot of garlic.
And there's more than half the city I haven't searched.
I feel like this would be my granddad if he was the last man on earth. I think he would, the one person I know in my life that would totally be good with it would have been him. He would have just been like, okay, and just like
Just wide enough to keep the flesh.
built projects and stuff and just dealt with it.
And how many more
He would have
of
been
these
so
do I have to
unfazed.
before they're all destroyed? They want my blood. Their lives are mine.
He was truly the most unfazed human being I have ever ever met in my life.
Wait. That garlic.
There's a lot of Daves in the chat.
Back where it belongs. I can't live a heartbeat away from hell. Forget it.
Secret message chat said it's weird to know he was using real people for this scene. Yeah. I probably would have just been like, okay, dude, just set me down already. I think
I'm out of gas.
most of my followers are either Davids, Daves, Davies. I met my first Lady Dave the other day. She was like, my dad wanted a son but ended up with me. Secret message chat. Why would they have to close the trunk? They
I can
they
get
don't have
rid
to
of
worry
them
about it.
later. Right now, I'm out of gas.
It's fine, guys. It's completely fine. Secret message. At least he doesn't have to worry about his gas tanks getting gas cans getting stolen. True. True. It is a nice station wagon, that's for sure, 80. Dun dun dun. Honestly, bring back movie scores like this. I am so tired of the generic booms in the modern films. Or like they play like the most, now they use like the cheesiest AI, obviously AI music, and it's just so awful. It's fine. Oh, secret message chat is asking if we're gonna do some Twilight Zone. Yeah, we will. He's throwing real people. No, 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 no. They said that he is such a dummy. It's nice to see someone watching a classic. I love old black and white flicks, especially sci-fi and horror. Me too, actually. Me too. If it's public domain, I show it on screen. If it's not, we show snippets on screen, you know, following the rules and everything like that. But I like these movies better. Friday and Saturday nights I have my panel with me, and one of my co-hosts prefers the more modern films. I prefer the older, and yeah, them. That was fun to watch. That was fun to watch. I think we have to do a lot more of those sci-fi movies from back then. There's just something so, I don't know, eerie yet classic about these. They're, even if you know the story, like I've seen this one tons of times, but every time you watch it, just you're so fully immersed in it. Davey, what's your favorite one? Them and all the giant monster movies? Nice. Yes. My co-host Gills loves the creature features and stuff like that. I like them too. But I like the thriller ones, especially with Vincent Price and
Still fresh. But I'll take only what I need. They've gotta last.
Sir, just take a bunch of it and then plant some. And then you always have never-ending garlic. Bro. You're fine. Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting gas? Plant you some garlic in your house. He's like, I don't have time for that. It's much easier for me to, like, just go to town. It's fine. There's no road rules. Just speeding around.
I've got my life to worry about. Those mirrors have to be replaced before dark.
Secret message chat said if Hammer Horror did this, they would have one of the bosom ladies pop out of nowhere every 5 seconds and have a man in a bush. Your favorite, though, is Bride of Frankenstein, just a true classic? Yes, I'm actually going to be showing that one to my co-host. Right now, we're finishing up the show The Strain, and then we're going to start getting into all of the Universal monsters and more, like, other kinds of creature features from back in the day. He's never really watched them.
How long will I have to keep
So we're going to be doing all that kind of stuff soon. I'm excited for it, so. I just watched Bride of Frankenstein the other day. It's so fun. Tubi actually now is putting up a lot of the classics for Halloween. That was a very quick scene. Secret message. How does he know that that wasn't like a living person that he just staked? He doesn't care at this point. He's like, okay, I'm handling business. That's how he's keeping his strength, guys. This is his gym membership. Yeah, this part does feel like a trailer. But I mean, I couldn't imagine them not utilizing
It'll be dark.
that, because like, could you imagine just it following him through the whole thing? That'd be kind of wonky. They would have to do some sort of transition style like that. Keep the story flowing, which was a really good choice, I think. Are they vampires or zombies? Garlic and steaks don't work on zombies. In this one, they said that they were like vampire zombie things, but I think they were supposed to be vampires in this one, if I'm not mistaken. All I know, whatever he's doing clearly seems to be working a little bit. Somebody says he's Satrakian from the strain. Yeah.
12 long hours before the sun will rise and drive them back to darkness.
He's like, alright, let's put on some tunes. And he starts playing Slayer. Just kidding. Look at this guy just chilling in your front lawn. This is where you can kind of see how it is the blueprint for Night of the Living Dead, right? How they move.
Morgan, come out. Come out.
Ah, yes. Let's listen to some big man. Big man. Big bit. Big band.
Come out.
He needs guns. He does. The Thing from Another World is another classic. One of the best fire burn scenes in horror history, but anything with Vincent Price is great watch. Yes, I agree. I agree. I'd have to show that one too. We're gonna be doing a bunch of Vincent Price films coming up too, so we've already done The Bat and of course House on Haunted Hill, so we won't be touching those, but we'll be going through the rest. I mean, they can't be that strong of zombie, vampire, monster, human. The devil bat. Yes. We did the devil bat. I'm so glad you enjoyed that one.
Day. Another day to start all over again.
I mean, bro, you should probably work on fixing your windows a little bit better instead of wasting your gas, I think. But I guess he does cabin fever, so. Somebody in message chat says Peter Cushing just needs to jump right in. Yeah. Look at you guys remembering. Move to the country. Yeah, see, you know what? That's why I live where I live, man. Anything goes down, it don't matter. It's like, okay, let's see, what's on the agenda today? Just make scribbles on a piece of paper, pretend that it makes sense, and pretend that I'm living towards something. He's losing his marbles. He's like, I don't want to do it anymore. Yes, exactly. He's supposed to be losing his mind from loneliness. That's why he's slacking off a bit. Exactly. I like that shot there too. Slacker! Yes! Where's Roger when we need him? Apparently Roger says that I should call Wednesdays Tuesdays so I could stream on Wednesdays, but I can't stream on Wednesdays. Plus it would ruin the whole tunes thing that we do. Okay, secret message chat is asking everybody, do you think you could handle it as the last person on Earth, and why? I mean, I talk to myself a lot anyway, so maybe I could. I just think after a while, I think it's just human nature for us to go slowly mad. 80 said he would. Earlier, when you guys, because earlier they took a poll in the other chat, so.
Birds. Birds. God, how I miss you.
So he says this movie's just a Vincent Price one-man soap opera. But it's a good one. It's a good one. I can see your point that this inspired a bit of Night of the Living Dead. Never noticed that before. Yes, George A. Romero actually reviewed this film and actually admitted to taking inspiration for the zombies for Night of the Living Dead from this movie, which I think was a great choice. I think that was a very great choice. Oh look, it's all those people that randomly show up to your house to try to sell you things. They're kind of like monsters, but they're still kind of human in a way. They're not really fast, like in the book or in the story. But yeah, you can see a lot of Night of the Living Dead in this, and I think it's a great choice. I mean, why are you looking back, dude? They can barely walk. Let us in.
It's Morgan. Get him.
He stole his catalytic converter. I mean, that's a pretty hefty vehicle you got there, bro. I would use it to your advantage. Ah, yes. Look at it! Look at how ugly you are. Somebody's grandpa right there. That would be so weird to hear at night when you're trying to sleep, though. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother with your radio anymore, bro. They're like, be one of us. You must be one of us. We won't stop until you join us. That is the most unsecure place to stay ever. I know, right? Like, he's not working on the windows or anything, but like Davey was saying, he's slowly losing his mind. So he's not going to be as on top of his game. Why does he have a compressor in the living room? Oh! 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Mr. Scrunch needs me. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Um, Mr. Scrunch had a little nightmare, so I had to make sure he was alright. Commercial, yeah. My husband's not home to watch the baby tonight, so if he uh goes off, goes off like an alarm, uh, then obviously I have to go take care of him. So I just put that little sign up, and then we just finish. Yes, Mage and Horror Miser should be coming on tomorrow night. All right. Nice, Davey. I'm in New York. Well, New York State. Then Mage is in Wisconsin, Gilboy's in Texas, and I think Horror Miser's in Pennsylvania. Yes, he has lost it. It didn't take him that long to lose it either.
Do you hear, Morgan? Morgan?
This is how I feel when my phone rings and it's always those damn spam calls.
3 years.
He's like, get the camera out of my face. Spam of the Living Dead. Yeah. That's a good one. Girl, you have enough hairspray in your hair. You are fine. That hair is not going anywhere, darling.
I can't see any children.
Uncle Ben! Uncle Ben! Hey, look at how I'm straight.
Kathy. Open them and see. Open them and see.
Oh yeah, I forgot everybody else is dubbed. Vincent's the only one that did his own English. Everyone else is dubbed in English, so it looks kind of weird. He's like, thank you for the birthday air compressor.
Take a look at this.
It's highly theoretical, Ben.
Theoretical. Do I have to remind you that theory is a beginning of solution?
She's like, oh dear, what a great article to bring to a child's birthday party.
Carried on the wind. Is it, Ben?
Could be.
And if it is,
It isn't, Verge.
is that what you really think, or just what you'd like to think?
I cannot accept half-baked theories that sell newspapers. I'm a scientist, not an alarmist.
Of course you are.
Past the graveyard.
Sounds like F from The Strain tomorrow night.
We both know how hard you've worked.
I'm sorry, Ben. I just can't accept the idea of universal disease.
Uncle Ben, you promised you a cartridge.
All right, Kathy. Who can resist that face?
Oh man, the guy dubbing this voice is kind of goofy.
Cartridge.
Robert, is it possible this germ or virus could be airborne?
Anything is possible, Verge. The best brains in the world have been running through this thing with a fine-tooth comb. The germ is visible under a microscope, but is not like any bacilli ever known.
In what way?
Will my hairspray save
By any
us?
process we've been able to uncover.
Do I need to use more?
But with the whole world trying, there must be a solution.
Hey,
Sounds like she was about to go like into commercial about it.
Right now, our problem is to cut that cake.
Look at that Vincent Riz,
Coming.
or whatever the young people say. Let's lean across the table and almost fall off because I'm too giant for it. This looks like it would be Vincent's weather. Ah, it's very stormy tonight. I'm going to write a cookbook. Yes, we did actually watch Metropolis. We did it live with the panel. It was Mage's first time watching Metropolis. The replay is on the channel if you want to go see that. That was a really fun one. We're gonna be doing more silent films as well. We still have a couple to go through. We did Cabinet of Dr. Calgary. Crap, I don't even remember off the top of my head. We did Nosferatu, obviously.
Does.
Vincent would bake lady fingers with real fingers.
I'm all right.
Oh, don't get up, honey.
Probably.
I'm not sick, Bob.
What kind of nightgown is that?
I'll be all right. Go on and read your paper.
All right.
She looked like she was dressed in one of those like kids' costumes, you know, like the pumpkin costumes. That's what that reminded me of. He's like, wait a minute. I had on with their kids. Oh, never mind. I'll just look at this child. Is that the replay, 80?
Oh, sweetheart, look, if you don't
For
feel
Metropolis? I know it's on the channel.
I'm just a little tired, that's all. I wish somebody would find a vaccine.
it's all we're working on at the lab, Verge.
Oh,
Maybe you better not send her to school today.
All right. You think you
thank
should?
you,
I have
80.
to.
Bob,
I gotta make sure I give.
I'm so frightened.
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
Alright. What is this? Oh. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just making sure I gave Bob his like I promised.
That kicks the bone marrow theory in my head.
This specimen shows a higher white count than when I put it
80 secret message tries calling this movie the discount strain.
living, Dr. Mercer, off one another.
There has to be an answer. You heard that all communications are ended outside the continental limits?
Yes, I heard.
That leaves it in our laps. So we keep trying. Where's Cortman?
But he should be here by now.
You two stay on this virus theory until I decide it's exhausted.
Right.
Yes, sir?
Morgan will fill you in.
All right, sir. And what's the great man of science have to say
Yeah.
today? More of the usual?
Oh, he's trying, Ben, just like the rest of us.
And nothing works. The streets are swarming with truckloads of
My
bodies
Oma would probably just be
pouring
like,
into God
eat
Almighty.
some garlic and put onions in your socks. It'll be fine.
Goes on with his plodding, unimaginative approach.
You have a better idea?
Maybe. At least it involves imagination.
Gotta get that baby monitor so I have him on screen over here so I don't have to keep looking back.
Blown around the world. It's highly contagious and it's reached make proposals.
And you don't believe some of the dead have come back?
Let's get to work.
And why are they burning the body?
This guy's hair is kind of weirding me out.
Because it's the best known
Not
way
gonna
to
lie.
control the contagion, to keep the germ from spreading.
That's what we've always believed, at any rate.
You'd prefer us to believe in vampires?
If they exist, yes. There are stories being told, Bob.
By people who are out of their minds with fear.
Maybe. But there are too many to be just coincidental.
I mean,
Stories about people who have died and have come back.
They're stories, Ben, stories.
And why are the infected people always so tired in the daytime?
is that the vampire that calls his name at night? I do believe so.
Night.
Come here.
He just remembers him. He's like, that's like the weirdest I told you so ever. Could you just imagine? He was denying it the whole time, and then he just shows up at your door and be like, I told you so. Smack, smack, smack. Let me in your house. I told you so.
Germs is not to refute these stories, Bob. Point is, if there are vampires, they exist in spite of these germs.
Come on, let's get to work.
Somebody says he's being really F right now.
This national disaster. And now we switch you to the state capital, where His Excellency, the Governor, is speaking from the Executive Mansion. Further, I have, in conjunction with the federal government, declared this state to be a disaster area.
He's like, I'm just reading whatever people put in front of me. I have no idea what's going on.
Immediately. You have a plague victim in your home. Under no circumstances should you gather publicly. In view of the dire emergency that exists, I intend to...
Oh my gosh, someone see your message. I'm having flashbacks of 2020. See, that wasn't. He wasn't any different here. There wasn't enough people to really go crazy, so. That is a giant teacup.
Mommy, where are you? Mommy, I can't see.
Mommy, where are you? Looks directly at her mommy. I can't see
I'm
you.
going to call the doctor.
I said no. Verge, there's nothing they can do.
We can't just let her lie there.
Well, this way she has a chance. If you call a doctor, he'll report it. Do you want that?
Mommy, help me. Mommy. Mommy, please help me. Mommy, help me.
How can you be so sure she's...
Blindness is one of the symptoms. You're not to call a doctor under any circumstances. No one is to come into this house. Now remember that.
Mommy. Mommy. Mommy, where are you?
I've got to pick Ben Cortman up on the way to the lab. No one is to come into this house. Now remember that.
Dude, don't shake your wife. He's like, don't let anybody come in and help us. It's fine. I got this. Weird. He's like, ah, crap. Have you seen this one before, 80? I don't remember if you had or not.
Who's there? It's
Look, we're not going to the laboratory in the castle east. That's exactly where the vampires feast.
Nothing, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Ben, look, let's talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about. You think I'm out of my mind. You have my
No,
theory.
not at all.
You might be one of them.
Ben, look, you're ill. You ought to see a doctor.
No doctors. You take care of your life, I'll take care of mine. Now,
I
get away.
mean, somehow Vincent ended up the last person on
Understand? Get away
Earth,
from
sir.
here.
He's like, alright, well, I'm still gonna go to work. I'm gonna just mind my business. It's fine. He's like, oh, I forgot I was driving for a minute. Dude, everybody called in sick, bro. I would just be like, okay.
If you're looking for anybody but me, forget it.
That was like a creepy way to enter the room. Like, I am here, sir.
Are they all gone?
That's right.
Is there any hope from the latest reports?
No, not yet. But believe me, Morgan, we'll find an answer.
When, Doctor? We need it right now. I need it.
You're the only one who wasn't afraid to come here today.
What's going to happen, Dr. Mercer? Is everybody in the world going to die before someone finds the answer?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Deny there's some
Doc,
strange
let me tell you
evolutionary
something. Or
process
scientist,
going on.
bro.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Absolutely. Sure, dude. Whatever you say, bro. I believe in you.
All right, let's roll.
Just ignore him. It's fine. Nothing happened. It's fine. What's everyone's favorite decade for movies? I'm either 50s or 80s. I have to agree with that. I like the 30s, 40s, and 50s, obviously, for like their more creature and monster movies. And then I think 80s is like peak for like the more modern, like modern-ish kind of. I think anything after like the early 20, like maybe anything after 2010 is kind of where I don't even bother anymore. I mean, you can't forget the 70s, but the 70s is kind of cheesy with a lot of it, though. So yeah, 80s is definitely better.
I saw a truck out there.
80 here actually didn't watch a lot of horror stuff until he came here. 50s and 60s, yes. So he's new to some of it.
I'm sorry, lady. There's nothing I can do. Let that truck through. Get out of the way. Get back, folks. Nobody's allowed out there. Please, all of you, get behind those lines. Look sharp there.
I have no idea what it is with people, but if I saw all that, I would be going in the opposite direction and be like, nope. Bye.
Hey, you, mister! Come back! Come back!
that guard did very well keeping Vincent from seeing what's going on.
Did this truck just come in from Market Street? I said, did this truck just come in from Market Street?
Mister, I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea where I was. I was in the truck the whole time, but I have no idea where I was. I grew up in the 80s. Critters was my first horror movie. Nice. I was a 90s baby, and I remember the first horror movie I found on VHS was Evil Dead. It was my dad's. So that was my first one. And then my grandmother obviously showed me like silent films when I found them for her. Tremors. Nice. I remember showing Mage the original Evil Dead for the first time, and he was like mind blown with how minimalistic it was, yet it was still so creepy and still stands up today. Yeah, it was a good intro. I found that VHS tape when I was like 6 or 7, so and then it was obviously like stuff like Night of the Living Dead and stuff from there. So I'm more partial to the older stuff than the newer stuff. I do enjoy it though when I do stumble upon a modern movie that I think is well done. So that was fast. Secret message that he regrets not calling a doctor now. No secret message shot. That was the corpse banishes when they were walking through the walls. Cumulative hairspray poisoning. Yes, that was the plague. Everybody was just wearing too much hairspray. I almost said horse spray. Hairspray is a cool flick. I don't think I watched that. Oh, Teddy's gonna be on to do Rocky Horror soon, sometime in November. I think she said 80. So I know that was one of your requests, and she's gonna be here for it. So I'm just waiting for her to let me know a day so I can schedule it. I gotta start scheduling lives for November and December and January already. Man, this year's flying fast. It's fine. Nothing weird going on here. Just a one-man funeral. It's fine. I reminded you about Dr. Fives. Oh wait, I just did. Who was in that again? I think it was Jack Nicholson. Yeah, we have to do Dr. Fives. That's one that we will do for the spooky panel because I want Mage to see those. So we got caught up with Gil's Hammer Horror, so we can start doing those. We already did Attack of the Killer Tomatoes secret message chat. There's a replay. I'm not sitting through that one again. Never saw the second one, but Dr. Fives is awesome. It is, yes. I pretty much love everything with Vincent Price. Killer Clowns from Space, we totally have to do that one for sure. I know Mage still has some of the Conjuring flicks picked out too, but those are really hard for me to get into because a lot of them are just jump scary and
Who is it?
yo mama.
Who's there?
Love Killer Clowns. I'll be there. Okay, cool, Davey. Yeah. Just my live tab has everything ahead of time. So it's 10:30 Eastern on Thursday nights, and then every other Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern we have stuff going on. Oh, I love the way they made her eye look. It looks like it's popping out. She's like, this hairspray did not stand the test of time. You destroyed my hair. Secret message chat says, this reminds me of that Twilight Zone episode where the guy finally had time to read, but then he broke his glasses. Yes! Time Enough at Last, I think that one is called. I absolutely love the original Twilight Zone run. That's like my favorite. We have to do those too. Why does he sound like Patrick Star from SpongeBob? At least he sounds like that in my headphones. Well, sir, you better get to planting some of that garlic, because I don't think you're going to get to the store anytime soon. I watched almost every Twilight Zone episode at least once. Just freaking move, dude. Hades had it. He's like, dude, let me show you how to do this, okay? Me too. I love, well, I've seen them several times. When I was a kid, I actually, from a thrift store, one of my grandpas, he would always find the weirdest stuff because he would never buy us gifts from the store. He would always go to flea markets and find really cool, interesting gifts. And one of them was this VHS box. And I remember because like you could like open the lid and have like this really cool cover art for, it was like Twilight Zone episodes. It was really, really cool. And I remember that because like every time we would love to get the box from him because it was always something really weird. Like I have a ventriloquist doll somewhere, you know, it's just all these like weird and zany things. And I just remember that like because you could like open it up and it kind of looked like it was pulling you into it. It was really, really cool. I forget exactly what episodes that it had on it, and I'm not sure if it was just one and the rest were missing, but it was super, super cool. I'll have to look at my collection one time and go through that because that was really, really, really interesting. And I'm sorry if I'm like really saying really, really, really and all this stuff, kind of word vomiting tonight. I had way too much happy tea today. I love old VHS, the art and everything on it. Those boxes were cool. I agree. I collect them actually. I think I have, what do I have right here? I have the devil bat right here, which I like. I always love the artwork on these. You can see it's kind of worn. And then, sorry guys if you hear some noise, I've got Blood Salvage in its case right here. This one kind of reminds me of the neighbors I grew up with. But yeah, you can tell it's 17 and older in the horror section. But I really like these, and I have a lot of the Hammer films on VHS too, and the artwork is really pretty. I have an 80s version of King Kong that roars if you press the chest. That's awesome. Oh. That's awesome. I love collecting that stuff. My dude would always pick on me because I would collect that stuff, but then like if the internet goes down or like, you know, we just get bored with streaming services, I have like physical media. So, but there's some that are I have that are just like collectors cuz and it's really really cool. I'll have to pull them out one day and actually hang out with you guys and go over them. I think that would be a fun live stream too.
They're dead.
Oh, you got your new Blu-ray player today? That's awesome. I know you were excited for it.
But these are made of iron. That's wood, like mine. Someone else is alive in this world. But where are they? Where are they hiding?
He's looking for the master. Dun dun dun.
Who are they? Where did they come from? Why haven't I seen them? This is Robert Morgan. If somebody can hear me, answer me. For God's sake, answer me. This is KOKW calling. KOKW calling.
I'll have to just be the guy that says his name on the other end. Oh. He's like, I have a friend. It would make a bad guard dog, but at least I have a friend. The dog's just like, hurry up and pick me up and feed me. Like, I'm tired of acting today.
Don't worry, boy. You're gonna be all right. Yes, sure.
They're like, he took the bait. They could at least tidy up the yard.
We got you all cleaned up. You're gonna feel better. Gonna put you down here now and you can rest. Got you all cleaned up. There you go. Rest.
This is how I got most of my pets, just show up at the door. Me too, dude. Me too. We rescued pretty much all the dogs that we had. Two of them just passed away from old age recently, but we were glad to give them a comfy home in their old age. And yeah, the drive is awesome. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Everything's gonna be all right. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh,
All right.
80, did I ever tell you how we got Jerry?
We're gonna have lots of happy times together. You'll see, everything's gonna be fine.
I think Jerry's the one that actually rode in our truck cab with us, so that's why he's like so personable. Too bad it's a poodle. No dog groomers. Oh, I know. I think Jerry was the one that was like annoying people on their farm, and so like they wanted to get rid of him so bad, so we ended up just taking him in our truck on a whim. That's how we got our goats. I was out there with him today. I was trying to get him to make his noise for the camera so you could hear it, but no. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Vincent's going crazy.
What's the use?
Tarantulas, snakes, and lizards. Nice. Yeah, you were thinking about getting a blue iguana. I wasn't sure if you settled on that or not, though, Edie. Uh-oh. She's like, what
Wait,
the
I'm not
heck?
gonna hurt you, can't you understand? Wait!
He's like, wait! You're the first woman I've seen in 3 years. Let's save the world, baby. That was a really Beavis and Butthead thing of me to say.
Wait! I'm not going to hurt you. Wait! 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 I couldn't be out here in the daylight if I was one of them. You know that they can't come out until sundown. Do you want to come with me or do you want to face them?
She's like, I need a place with hairspray. My hair's messed up. Secret message Chess says, oh, she is kind of acting like Barbara from Night of the Living Dead. She is, yes. Seems over this time, though, a lot of women would just run and stare and be weird at people. Nice, 80. Let me go through all the things. Nothing to see here, folks. Completely normal. Just a madman in his house. I'm wearing your wife's clothes. Vincent needs to drink more alcohol.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Thank you.
Nice, Davy.
You seem very well organized here.
Let's see. My one friend, she specializes in rescuing dogs. She does a very good job at it. My other one rescues cats. My other one rescues like the more exotic animals and stuff like that.
You were married.
Yes.
Children?
A daughter.
He's like, wait. I gotta put the garlic on the door.
What are you doing? Please stop, please. Stop it, please. You're making me sick.
Why do you turn
Please.
away?
Please.
Why do you turn away?
Well, I mean, Sir Vincent, to be fair, as much as I love garlic, I would turn away too if somebody was shoving a bunch
No.
in my face like that.
You're allergic to garlic.
You think I'm...
You will be.
Uh-oh, 80 Davy's gonna show up at your door now.
Just because I...
You can't change the facts by talking.
Facts. What facts? That I got sick? I've had a sensitive stomach all my life. I saw my husband killed, torn to pieces right in front of our house. I've been wandering ever since. Hiding at night, not eating more than scraps. Sick with mourning, sick with fear, unable to sleep. Then you shout at me. You chase me from the street.
She
hit
needs
me,
her
take me
hairspray.
to this house.
She does.
And to top it all, when I get sick because you shove a piece of reeky garlic in my face, you tell me I'm infected.
Where are you
Let me
going?
go.
You can't go out there. It's almost sunset.
Let me go,
You
I
can't
said.
go out there now. In a few
I don't
minutes, the
care.
streets will be full
Let
of.
me go.
Lady,
Please let me give you a blood test.
please come home with me. Have some coffee. I'm gonna shove garlic in your face and then I'm gonna test your blood like a guinea pig. It's fine. It's normal. That's a very ugly couch.
You must be hungry. I'll fix you some dinner.
He totally is. I mean, the garlic thing didn't win her over, but he, he smoothed it out.
I can't.
Let's repopulate the earth. Great pickup line.
You seem used to them.
Oh, as much as anybody could be. I'm not frightened of them anymore, if that's what you mean.
I'm kind of a,
But only
a
because they're
badass around here, lady. Not to flex, but
mentally incompetent, like animals after a long famine. If they weren't, they surely would have found a way of breaking in here a long time ago.
a secret message chat. It's weird to see smoking in movies. I mean, I haven't watched a modern movie in a long time, but I think they still do, huh? Or is it vaping now? I don't know.
He was my friend.
Your friend.
It was really refreshing. I was watching, I forget what movie it was, but it was from like the early 2000s, and it's like before tech got so like super big, and it was super refreshing to see a story that did not involve a cell phone or something. Like they actually had to figure out what was going on.
But you lived through all this. Do you know why?
Perhaps I was chosen.
She could.
Or perhaps it's because a long time
Smoking
ago,
everywhere back then, even doctors in hospitals. Yeah, my mom was telling me like in her high school they had a smoking room too, and they just needed parents' permission or something.
by the time it entered
And then I
England,
think
it had
like
been
it was
straightened
either
at
my
least
aunt
by the VAT system.
or
As a result,
my neighbor that said like her doctor, or not her doctor, but her mom's doctor was smoking while her mom was giving birth.
You don't think that I'm immune, do you?
it's a simple matter to find out whether you are or not.
Give me your blood. There's nothing creepy about this.
What will you do?
Dude, you still haven't secured your house better, bro.
Cure?
See, that's the one thing. In Night of the Living Dead, they kind of secured that house a little bit better.
You don't have to answer. I know as well as you do. It's incurable.
There might be a way. If not of killing the germ, at least of containing it, keeping it from spreading. If I had the equipment, the time.
Which you don't.
He's like, I'm got to take my medicines now.
You are one of them.
I was. And without that injection, I'll be one again.
What do you mean? You found a solution?
That's right. Exactly as you said it could be.
It's a trap. It's always a trap. Yes. Never trust the crazy lady with whatever hairdos going on right there. If you're the last man on earth.
The vaccine keeps it isolated and prevents it from multiplying. We've had it for some time now.
We?
There are quite a number of us.
And I thought you were alone.
I was going to cure you. Does that amuse you?
No.
Now, I want the truth.
I mean, I don't blame her for being mad, bros. Like,
To find out if you know any more than we do. You know far less. We're alive. Infected, yes, but alive. We're going to reorganize society. Do away with all those wretched creatures who are neither alive nor dead. Start everything all over again.
And you want me to join?
You can't join us. You're a monster to them. Why do you think I ran when I saw you? Even though I was assigned to spy on you. Because I was so terrified of what I'd heard about you. You're a legend in the city, moving by day instead of night. Leaving as evidence of your existence bloodless corpses. Many of the people you destroyed were still alive.
uh-oh.
Were loved ones of the people in my group.
I didn't know.
Is there any way you can get out of here?
What do you mean?
They're coming after you tonight. That's why I was sent here. To prevent you from resisting them. I'm supposed to keep you here. Until they come.
To kill me.
Yes.
Your new society sounds charming.
The beginning of any society is never charming.
Move to Hawaii, dude. Yeah, there you go.
Be shocked at my violence. Well, what are you waiting for? Why don't you go on and use it? Get it over with. Use it. Get it over with.
Bro is just, he's been tired.
Now you know. What are you going to do?
He's like, I'm going to make you my specimen. But first, take away your weapon. Flamethrower. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. You wish you lived. Mine would be more action packed. I could just see it now. 80 walking around or going around with a flamethrower. Oh, see. Now, would you have everybody have the flamethrowers? Just saying, even the monsters too. I don't know if I have to refresh the page real quick or not. Error occurred. Let's see. No, we don't want that.
Hear that?
I gotta turn it down some. There we go. Does anybody like the Will Smith version? I wasn't a big fan of it, to be honest with you. What'd you think about it? You'd have a truck-mounted flamethrower. That's smart. To me, it was hard to see Will Smith in that role because I know him from The Fresh Prince and a lot of goofy stuff, so it's kind of hard to have him be that kind of character. I think it was poor casting. I think if it was casted better, it would be alright. It wasn't like the worst, but I just wasn't. I don't know. I think it's because of that. You liked it, 80? That's cool. I'm not sure if there was a sequel or not to that one because I didn't really like the.
Look. You see? It worked, Ruth. The antibodies in my blood worked. My blood has saved you, Ruth. Do you know what this means? You and I can save all the others. We won't be alone. We'll never be alone again.
You're sure?
Creepy smile. Yeah, there's a. Yeah, I couldn't imagine like him not having a creepy smile. I always think about like his daughter, like how creepy it must have been to have him as a dad. Not that he was a creep, but you know what I mean, because he has that tone of voice.
Don't be afraid.
He's like, you could eat all the pizza you want now. A sequel is greenlit. Nice. Sorry about that, Mr. Scrunch coughed. She's like, I've loved garlic. I've been wanting to eat this so long.
Where are you
I've got
going?
to get out of here. Tell them you're not a
You
threat
can't
to us.
go out there.
You can
You
save all
wouldn't
of
get
us.
10 feet.
When they come here, there won't be time for questions and answers. They'll come to kill. For God's sake, Robert, let me go. Oh,
I
Robert,
mean, he
please.
probably should have let her go. She got around this far, not getting taken.
Robert.
Tomorrow, Ruth. Tomorrow will be all right.
Robert, no.
This dude's calculated.
Robert,
Yes, Ruth.
what if this doesn't last?
But it will. I've already checked it under the microscope. Wait, I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. I'll check it again.
I was like, okay. Please come see my microscope. That's a weird pickup line.
Ruth, just take a look at this. This'll prove it to you. Ruth, there's no change. I've double-checked.
Robert!
Ruth. Ruth!
Robert!
Ruth, get away from her! Ruth, are you all right? Are you all right?
Run, Robert! Robert, run!
She wasn't kidding when she said they were coming for you, sir.
They've come to kill you, Robert. Run! Run!
That dude's hairspray lasted. Nothing to see here.
Up there!
Oh gosh, you could tell that was dubbed so much.
There he is.
Wait! You don't understand! Wait!
Get him! Get him!
Run, Vincent, run! They're very slow moving to their car.
Round the block! Move! Move! This way! Hey, over here! This way! Got her outside!
Dude, it'd be hard for him to hide too. Couldn't imagine being that tall. I'm glad I'm small. Sir, the time you wasted turning around, you could be running to hide. He had perfect camouflage. He did. That was a great scene there.
Stand back!
Oh yeah, that's cool. Like they wouldn't suspect that you went out the window. That'll show him.
There he is, in the church.
The bad choices in this movie annoy me. What would you have, 80? He did a Batman and still looked at him, yes. It's a very wounded Dracula stance he just had there. Look at all the goth kids coming out of Hot Topic. I'm not bragging, but I have a good skill set for a zombie apocalypse. Just saying. Good to know, Edie. All that for just one man? A wounded Vincent Price? Ruth is slow as shit.
All of you freaks, mutations.
Lots of flamethrowers, yeah! Ruth is late to the party.
You're freaks. I'm a man. The
I wonder how many takes that took.
Robert.
Robert, have a potato.
They
Potatoes cure all, Robert.
they were afraid.
I didn't know.
Now she's the last woman on Earth. What are they gonna do to her? Da da da. She's like, I can't be in your goth band anymore because I can be a daywalker now.
Don't cry. There's nothing to cry about. We're all safe now. All safe.
I like how in the end he actually is the monster in their viewpoint. Me too. Like that whole time he was sending the radio transmission. Oops, I don't want to get cut off. That radio transmission, they were like listening to him the whole time, and it's just like it's such a fantastic piece of cinema, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, those of you that hadn't seen it. It's definitely a good Thursday night flick. Next Thursday, we will be doing The Terror with Boris Karloff and a very young Jack Nicholson, and it throws people off. 7.5? Good. Good. See, I'm glad 80's super honest. I know 80 that your favorite is Wicked World and that you want to be Harold for Halloween. Just kidding. Just kidding. Secret Message Chat says that they actually enjoyed this one better than the Will Smith version. Good. I mean, that version's not bad for, like, modern times, obviously. It's just, I can't see Will Smith in such a serious role like that. He's too goofy for me. That was fun. Thanks for showing it. Of course, Davey. Also, I take requests, and the movies that I can show on screen, I show on screen. And if there's some that I can only put up like snippets, I put a link to the movie in the description, and we can all watch together that way. It's just a really fun thing. So it's always every Thursday at 10:30, every other Friday at 9, and every Saturday at 9. Tomorrow night, let's see, what do I got tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, I will be with Mage and potentially Horror Miser. He said he's like clearing up from a cold, so he might join us Saturday. Wicked World is a cinematic masterpiece. Yeah, that was special. Yeah, Davey. Yeah, sure. Watch Wicked World by Barry Gillis. We'll be watching that one when Gills returns. That's how we're gonna celebrate him coming back to the panel. Tomorrow night, we will be checking out the season finale episodes of season 3, 9 and 10. These are in watch-along format since we can't show the movie on the show. The show on the screen. You can watch along. We can only show snippets on the screen. I will be with Mage. You guys are gonna go over your theories. We're gonna have some Strain trivia with Madame Macabre. She's gonna be here. Oh, thanks, Davey. Yeah. I am also going to be doing, I do music and movies over here, so I will be doing some deep dive reviews of movies as well. So thank you so much, Davey. Welcome. We have an inside joke about spooky potatoes over here from This Old Dark House, Horace Fem, when he says, have a potato. It's an inside joke. So we do a lot of cool things over here. So definitely come hang out when you can. And if you have something that you want us to talk about or anything like that, please let me know, because like I literally just listen to you guys and we come hang out. It's just a nerdy channel, talk about movies and music. So I hope you do. So thank you so much for subscribing, and I'm glad you enjoyed this. Tomorrow it gets wild. We get to see what happens to Angel. We get to see what happens with Zach. We get to see your faces at the end of, well, I get to see Mage's face at the end of episode 10 and nerd out with me. And I can't believe we're going to be on season 4. on Saturday. So we are really going to get through this show. And then you guys did answer my poll. You guys do want to do the Twilight Zone afterwards for our TV show. So we'll probably be doing that. We still have like Thriller with Boris Karloff to do. We got a lot of cool stuff to do. So as always, you know, my friends, I think I'm going to get off here now because it is midnight and I got to check on Mr. Scrunch. He's not feeling too well today. There's nothing wrong. It's just with the weather change. He's sneezing and coughing, and I want to make sure his little sinuses are all cleared up. So I'm going to go be on mommy duty. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m., join me and Mage, potentially Horror Miser. I will let you guys know. And I look forward to having Horror Miser on the panel because he is somebody that likes horror films from all different decades, so hearing his insight to the stuff that we watch and talk about is going to be really, really cool. So I can't wait for that. Can't wait for you guys to do that. And a lot of you guys remember Miser for coming on the channel before. I have heard from Rez. Life's been wonky. She is always welcome back. I did see something from Lex. However, I don't think she's back online yet. But as soon as she is, 80, I don't think you met Lex. She's my artist friend. But as soon as she is, I will reach out to her, see if she would like to come back once in a while. So, stay spooky, stay nerdy, have the best potatoes, and join me next Thursday at 10:30 p.m. for The Terror. I don't know if I still have that on. Do I? No, I don't. The Terror, though, it's got a young Jack Nicholson in it, and it throws you off because it's a young Jack Nicholson who actually looks like old Jack Nicholson. How do I describe this? He looks young, but not at the same time. So he kind of looks like his older self was like copy and pasted on his younger self, if that makes sense. And it's a very, hold on, let me see before I go. This one I know for sure is public domain too. It's a 1963 film. But let me see. Let me grab this real quick. He kind of looks young and old at the same time. It's kind of wonky. Come on. There it is. That's what we'll be watching next Thursday. So we got an old Boris Karloff and a young old Jack Nicholson, and it's just a fantastic film. So I can't wait to go over that with you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, see you tomorrow night. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Davey, for joining the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Have a potato.